We'll do announcements as they're doing them.
Okay.
So we're just going to try and follow along as best we can.
Okay.
Who do you want to put?
I don't know. The Eager Beavers.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Ted Reeve Arena, the 6th annual Clam Slam. I'm the Derby Nerd, joined now by Monichrome. Welcome to the Monichrome. Welcome back. You, of course, are watching ToRD TV here on layer9.ca. Thank you for tuning in to what has already been a pretty phenomenal Clam Slam, I have to say. Phenomenal opening game, and we are just getting warmed up. Welcome, everyone, to game number 2 of this North American all-queer, all-star roller derby game. I'm promising that this is going to be fantastic.
I don't doubt that for a second.
Very similar rosters from last year.
Yes. Yes, there are.
Missing you, of course.
Oh.
But
I'm here.
But you are here, yes.
You get to hear me instead of watch me skate.
That's right. But yeah, very similar rosters to the two teams that delivered an absolutely overwhelmingly phenomenal game last year. High-paced, very skilled, high-strategy game. Not super aggressive. Everyone's having a good time, but that lack of aggression almost allowed the teams an opportunity to really, really refine strategies and play a very tight kind of flat-track roller derby game, and it ended up being, I think, taking a lot of people off guard by how good it actually was.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got teams here that are represented by a lot of travel team skaters, so they might not be playing with their regular away game sort of rosters, but they have that knowledge, they have that skill. They're also working with players that they may meet up in playoff situations. So it's a good learning experience too, to sort of see how other players mesh and work and work on your strategy. Kind of takes the pressure off too. Like it is just a fun game, so you can really work on your strategy. And
but one of these fun games too that you also know you can trust the person next to you because you know that they have that skill to maintain it. All right, first we are going to say hello to the 2014 Clam Diggers. Clam Diggers are in white. First up, number... I should mention, before we get into the announcements, that I should mention that over these two games, 16 roller derby leagues are being represented. So who are some of the Clam Diggers? Number 21 from Toronto Roller Derby is Dyna Vagina. Number 31 is By Furious from Toronto Roller Derby as well. Number 52 is Rock E Road from the Hammer City Roller Girls. Number 69, Marambo, a longtime Clam Slam veteran from Forest City. Also from Toronto Roller Derby, number 111, Ho 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 No, also known as Santa Muerta. Number 187, Home Wreckin' Holly from the Hammer City Roller Girls down the 401 in Hamilton. From Montreal Roller Derby, another longtime Clam Slam veteran, number 202, Nameless Horror, well-known skater in the Canadian Roller Derby community from Montreal. Returning to the Clam Slam from Toronto Roller Derby is number 510, Just Jess. Just Jess returning to skating this year after taking a year off. She'll be joined by GTA Roller Girls skater number 709, Newfie Bullet. Those in the know that 709 is the area code for Newfoundland and Labrador. From Toronto Roller Derby, a rookie, number 747, Machu Ichu, also known as Machu Beat You, MVP from the 2014 Beast of the East. Next up, number 911 from Tri-City Roller Derby, Fracture. She began her roller derby in Forest City. A legend almost in Ontario Roller Derby, number 1234, Lose Your Pants, known also as Lucid Lou. I think I can let the cat out of the bag. She's recently returned to Toronto Roller Derby. Will be skating with the Divas leading up until this year's draft. Aims to Please, 2 or 3. From Toronto Roller Derby. Hammer City Roller Girls, $3 is Cancer Candy. This is her second year at the Clam Slam. From Durham Region Roller Derby, Psy Show Bob, also known as Psycho Magnet for any fans from Durham watching this. Another Montreal roller skater, roller derby skater. This is her first year. Number 61X, La Planche. Welcome to the Clam Slam, La Planche. big fan favorite in Toronto, and also from the 709 Derby Girls. So if you're watching from Newfoundland, here she is returning to the track after a long injury layoff. Number C3PO, Rainbow Fight, skates here in Toronto for CN Power. And finally, last but definitely not least, number M3OW or Meow. It's Glitterbox, better known as Murder Cat. She skates for Durham Region and also here in Toronto for Toronto Roller Derby. That is your 2014 Clam Diggers. On the bench for the Clam Diggers, Getcha Kicks and Low Blow Palooza, both from Toronto Roller Derby. Pretty impressive roster, Chrome, I've got to say.
Another impressive roster coming up are the Eager Beavers. Just be announced shortly. They're wearing the turquoise there in your screen. And we do have a returning skater. You had mentioned one before, and here's one we haven't seen at the Clam Slam a long time, is Lock and Roll number 0. She's skating for Niagara Roller Girls, but she is a Toronto Roller Derby veteran. We also have from Naptown Roller Girls, number 316, Evan Hellical, returning for a second time Clam Slam now. Tri-City Roller Derby's Psykosonic, number 4. We also have Toronto Roller Derby's number 7, Rebel Rock This, otherwise known as Rebel Rocket. And from Tri-City Roller Derby, number 14 is AnneXXX. She's got triple X now for this particular Clam Slam bout. We also have Toronto Roller Derby's Rosemary's Gayby. She's also known as Rosemary's Rabies, number 15. Also from Toronto Roller Derby, you can probably hear behind me the siren sound of Bouche, also known as Mega Bouche or Mega Mouth, number 26. From GTA Roller Girls, number 52 is SoFearMe. From Toronto Roller Derby's number 65, Hoff. She skipped out last season and is back in the Clam Slam now. Again from Naptown Roller Girls, number 76, Maiden America. From Tri-City Roller Derby, number 420 is Sofonda Snatch, also known as Sofonda Beaten. Also back from injury. New name on the roster here, Toronto Roller Derby's ThünderKünt, number 867. She's also known as Betty Bomber, skates for CN Power. We have Tri-City Roller Derby's Fox, otherwise known as Fox Smolder, number 1013. And again from Tri-City Roller Derby is MW or Meow Wallace, number 1321. From Toronto Roller Derby, Ruby Pubie, also known as Belfast, is skating under 56.78. And for Niagara Roller Derby Girls, 15 Ho is Axel LaRose. A couple more well-known skaters. Nasher skated in all 6 Clam Slams. That's Nasher the Smasher, number 214, 2x4 from Toronto Roller Derby. And last but not least, Naptown Roller Girls, 5 p.m. That's Trudy Bauchery. And that is your Eager Beavers. On the bench, managing is Tara Part and Mazel Tov.
2 very impressive rosters for the main event bout here at the 6th annual Clam Slam. We have First Division WFTDA skaters representing Toronto Roller Derby, Naptown Roller Girls, and Tri-City Roller Derby. We've also got skaters, of course, from GTA, from Niagara, from Montreal, from Durham Region, from Hammer City. But now we're going to send it over. Take a look in the middle of your screen just to the left. That is Peaches. We announced it during the first game. She is our ceremonial whistleblower for this game. What a pleasure it is to have her here. An icon across the world, really. Filmmaker now, and of course, very, very famous musician. Just if you're watching this, you're coming into Toronto for Pride this weekend. You should maybe want to check out Peach's show on Saturday night. Might be a little bit of a roller derby crossover going on. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but you may just want to get yourself to the Peaches show on Saturday night if you're a roller derby fan. And there it is, the ceremonial first whistle blown by Peaches. And the game is off. It is Glitterbox jamming now in the white for the Clam Diggers, and it looks like she's going to head straight to the penalty box, but so is Maiden America, the jammer for the Beavers. Oh, and she missed the penalty box, and she's got to skate a whole other lap.
Brutal.
Welcome to Canada, Made in America. We're going to
Yeah.
make you skate laps on the way to the penalty box. So that, of course, is going to mean we're going to have a dead pack as we wait for the jammers to switch out. Short power jam for each team. Glitterbox back on the track now. Clam Diggers with an opportunity here to strike first. This jam will go the full 2. There's a minute and 20 left. Lock and roll, locking on with some defense now. Sofonda Snatch knocking Glitterbox to the outside. Glitterbox resetting very quickly, trying to find a lane on the outside. Absorbing a couple hits, staying in. Whew, initial pass complete.
Oh, Made in America just eking on the outside, down on her knee, and is up again before the pack can reach her.
And now the Clam Diggers trying to slow things down as Glitterbox comes up to score. She's got 1 point there at the back. She's picked it up, coming through. Of course, neither jammer able to call it off. We got 50 seconds left. ThünderKünt with a big hit. Nice hit there from the pivot, Homewreck and Holly. Knocking Made in America working well with Just Jess and aims to please. Made in America having a hard time getting around turn number 1. Nice work from the Toronto Roller Derby blockers. Made in America, though, with a nice little pirouette, stays up on her toe, stops at turn number 2 and gets through. 4 points picked up. Wow. Glitterbox having a hard time with Sofonda Snatch. And ThünderKünt, speaking of WFTDA Division 1 skaters, Sofonda Snatch plays for Tri-City, doing a nice job working on Glitterbox, better known as Murder Cat. But Made in America has picked up another 5 points. Quite an opening jam from to this game.
Let's just make it 2 minutes. And Peaches is released from the center of the track, and all is right with the world.
Again, a big thanks to Peaches blowing the opening whistle here at the Centennial Clam Slam. All right, and we've got Rainbow Fight against Ruby Pubie. 2 Toronto Roller Derby teammates. Rainbow Fight, of course, coming off of a long, devastating injury. She lacerated her kidney in March game against Kalamazoo, but she looks no worse for wear, picking up lead jammer. Ruby Pubie about 20 feet behind her. Eager Beav is unfortunate at the back of the pack, and this might force Rainbow to call it off earlier than she would like. She does try to hit the pack and score some points. I don't think either team. Oh,
she
1
picked
point.
up 1.
Nice job.
Take it.
I have a feeling points are going to be hard to come by in this game.
Well, and that was an important jam, I think, just as a skater, to sort of shake off those nerves. So you cut it off. No worse for wear. You've got your 1 little point, and now she can play a full, solid game now that she's got that jam under her belt.
On the line now, it looks like Cancer Candy jamming in the white for the Clam Diggers. And, it's B Van Hellical. It's going to be Cancer Candy, though, picking up lead jammer for the Diggers. Eager Beavers now trying to get their jammer through. E Van Hellical has 1 to beat. It is Ho 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 No. And now it's not Psycho Magnet tonight. Psycho Bob.
I don't know.
Better known as Psycho Magnet from Durham region.
Sideshow Bob? Is that right?
Sideshow Bob, yes, thanks. Oh, and a big hit from Ho 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 No on B Van Hellical. The end of that jam.
Does a little check-in, and there are 4 points now for the Clam Diggers. Tie game.
Yeah, tie game. 4.5 minutes in. We're back to 30-minute halves now. If you watch the first game of this Clam Slam, and they were 20 minutes. This is now back to 30. All WFTDA flat track rules apply. Lose your pants on the jam line for the Diggers. Is that Trudy Bauchery jamming for?
I can't see her behind that wall of white.
We're trapped at turn number 1. We're waiting to see now. Now we got to look. It's Psykosonic. Psykosonic from Tri-City.
Lose your pants. Drawn back to the back of the pack by those Eager Beavers.
Oh,
she tries it inside line. Nasher the Smasher takes her out.
Pretty impressive line right now out there for the Eager Beavers, given Lose Your Pants. All she can handle is Psykosonic is now picking up points, and Psykosonic goes right in, hits Homewreck and Holly. Bounces off, but neither skater going down. SoFearMe.
And Lose Your Pants is going to the penalty box. So this is a power jam now for the Eager Beavers.
Big opportunity here for the Beavers. But Psykosonic having a hard time getting through. Takes a big hit from Home Wreckin' Holly. Newfie Bullet also out there. Jess getting in on the action. Able to knock her out of bounds, but not able to drag her back. Home Wreckin' Holly with the big hit. Shrugged off by Psykosonic, who picks up 5 points. Aims to Please was trapped at the back, so Jess is going to go join her. There's a 2-wall at the back, 2-wall at the front on this power kill. Psykosonic quickly through in the inside. Nasher the Smasher tried to open up a lane. Couldn't quite do it. Lose Your Pants back on the track. Oh, and Lose Your Pants with a nice move to get to the outside, but runs into Fox Smolder and Nasher the Smasher. An intimidating duo that she faced off against and pushed out of play. 3 more points so at the end of that jam for the Eager Beavers, who've kind of opened things up here in that power jam. 17-9.
Not too bad. Clam Diggers certainly held on to it.
Of course, in the last game, we saw 55-0 lead erased. So no lead is safe here. Maiden America back on the line for the Eager Beavers. Can't see that jammer. We're getting the same view you are at home right now of that Clam Diggers jammer. She is well buried in that pack there. She's now standing up. So when you see her now, a big collapse and a collision. It looks like ThünderKünt maybe heading. Nope, no penalty called. Marambo now working with Nameless Horror, doing a nice job dragging a Maiden America from the mighty Naptown Roller Girls all the way back. And as that happens, that allows the Clam Diggers to pick up a very important lead jammer status. That's La Planche. Her first Clam Slam from Montreal. Oh, a nice defense from both these packs at the front of the hall. Nameless Horror, the pivot, trying to hold Maiden America back, but La Planche not having much luck either against ThünderKünt. Getting knocked down by the outside by Lock and Roll. Nice jamming from both of these skaters.
And excellent balking from both these teams.
Nice job from La Planche to get through and finally calling it off as she saw Maiden America had also gotten through, and she's going to call it even on that jam. Correct me if I'm wrong on the Twitter account, but I believe La Planche played in the Fresh and Furious tournament here on this very track 2 years ago for Montreal's Smash Squad. Ho 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 No, now out to jam for the Clam Diggers. Toronto Roller Derby fans may know her better as Santa Muerta, out against Ruby Pubie, who plays for Toronto's Death Track Dolls as Belfast.
And Ho 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 No is lead jammer Ruby Pubie. Just tiptoes her way on that inside line.
Nice battle at the back of the pack between Bouche and By Furious as Ho 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 No comes up to the pack, passes Hoff for at least 1 point. She's got to be careful, though. Ruby Pubie also scoring points, and I think this is going to be...
Might have been a steal.
Steal of 3, a 3-1 jam. Nice job by Ruby Pubie to steal 2 points and come out of that jam on top. Cancer Candy back on the line for the Diggers. Once again, the Eager Beavers jammer is buried.
Yep.
4 and 4 in the pack. ThünderKünt is the pivot in blue for the Beavers. Jess with the stripe for the Diggers. Cancer Candy with some nice juking inside out to get through and get lead jammer. Beavers down by 10, or Diggers down by 10, looking to come back. It's B Van Hellical jamming once again, able to break through a Home Wreckin' Holly block. Cancer Candy quickly back around those long strides, able to get around and get a point. She's got 1 now, 2, 3, and all 4 as she calls it off and goes down at turn number 4. Oh, only 3.
Only 3.
I guess she went down before she got that last one.
Yeah.
There is a fantastic crowd here at Tev Arena, enjoying the fine beer produced by local brewer Mill Street Brewing. If you're watching from afar from Indianapolis, try and get your hand on some Mill Street beer. Some fine beer coming out of Toronto. All right, number 4, Psykosonic out there for the Eager Beavers against C3PO Rainbow Fight for the Diggers. Fight able to push her way through. Now she's got her teammate Nasher the Smasher and Fox. That's a very intimidating duo, but nice work by Rainbow Fight to try and get around them. But as she does so, Psykosonic's able to sneak through and get lead jammer. Nice work up front by Fox and Nasher, but C3PO Rainbow Fight is very quickly overcome. Psykosonic trying to force a call off and eventually does. Psykosonic, another one of many Tri-City skaters. Tri-City has just slipped into WFTDA's Division 1. The final regular season rankings will be released tomorrow, and it is believed that they will hold on to a Division 1 playoff spot, which is kind of unfortunate because they're hosting one of the Division 2 playoffs this year on August 22nd to 24th in Kitchener-Waterloo at the Waterloo Memorial Center. They will not be there. Maiden America able to push through Machu Ichu and Marambo on the inside to pick up lead jammer. La Planche once again jamming for the Diggers. Runs in. Oh, and takes a big hit from Sofonda Snatch. And Sofonda's going to drag her all the way back. Rosemary's Gayby's providing a bridge. And that allows Maiden America to get through and pick up 5 points. Nice blocking at the back of the pack.
Oh, Maiden America just doing a little matrix pause there.
Very experienced skater from Naptown Roller Girl. She's played at the highest level that the sport has to offer. Naptown, of course, 2-time participants in the WFTDA Championship Tournament. So Maiden America has played against the best of the best. And you just see that calmness in the midst of all that chaos in the back, taking big hits, but able to stay on her feet and stay focused. Now Machu Ichu and Marambo trying to slow her up, could not do so. 5 more points for the Eager Beavers. We've had our first panty pass now. Oh, Maiden America from out of nowhere leaps the entirety of the apex. Machu Ichu, as she was putting the star on her head in the middle of a star pass, inadvertently stepped out of bounds, stepped back in, cut. Power jam now for Maiden America. Wow. By Furious and aims to please provide.
Fast.
Yeah. Oh, nice juke from Maiden America on the inside of that track.
She's blowing this wide open here.
Huge jam here, the 9th jam. 12 and a half minutes in to the opening half of this game.
Oh, Marambo.
Oh, and Marambo getting called for hitting out of bounds. Nope. Yep. And being sent off the track.
Yeah.
Huge jam, though, for Maiden America, opening this game up now, 49-17 for the Beavers. Now, I always find that it usually takes about a half for the teams to kind of catch on to what it's like to play for each other.
Yeah.
Do you think that's about accurate?
I would say so.
A veteran of these Clam Slams?
Yeah, even, you maybe halfway through the first half, you're starting to get it because generally speaking, you are sticking to the same rotation of lines. That's Ruby Pubie for the Eager Beavers taking lead jammer there. Machu Picchu out of the penalty box. She is out of the pack. Ruby Pubie just hitting, ho, no.
Oh, and Sideshow Bob with a nice hit, forcing her out. Oh, and Ruby Pubie, a little lucky there as the jam was being called off as she entered the pack. Just in front of ho, no.
Yeah.
Sideshow Bob looking pretty good out there in her first Clam Slam.
Uh-huh.
She's a third-year skater now, I believe, at least third year with Durham Region Roller Derby. Skates on the Durham Devils, their travel team. Crazy Candy back out there to jam against B Van Hellical. A slight name change for those Naptown Roller Girls fans. Now, neither jammer able to get through much now. Both trying to get through the middle. Both being held. B Van Hellical tries to go to the outside. Fracture falls in front of her and allows her through. Lead jammer picked up for the Naptown skater.
Cancer Candy not too far behind, though. And I've seen her make up plenty of track.
Those massive strides. Very tall skater, but B Van Hellical now in the pack looking to score. Makes a nice little pirouette on the outside. All
loses both knee pads.
But picked up all
4 points.
Nice skating. The Eager Beavers bursting out to a early 40-point lead as we near the midway mark. Clam Diggers trying to mix things up. They've got Nameless Horror now out there against Psykosonic. Nameless Horror's first jam with the heart, not the star. The heart. In this game.
I believe it's actually a clam.
I think do the Beavers have a clam? I think the Diggers have a heart.
Well, nerd, it's not really a heart.
That's not a heart?
It's a different organ.
Okay. Oh. Is the
Look
clam.
very closely.
Looks
It's
like
a heart,
it's a
but
heart.
there is a little shape inside.
Okay.
Something that we all love here at the Clam Slam.
And speaking of Derby, Nameless Horror having a hard time getting around Fox Smolder, decides to give up that point and take the 3.
So now 60 points for the Eager Beavers. Clam Diggers sitting with 23 points. 14 minutes left in this half.
Again, don't be discouraged if there are any Clam Diggers fans out there. We saw Team Plaid Mafia come back from a 55-0 deficit last game. So this neat lead is not safe yet. By Furious now jamming for the Diggers for the first time. Maiden America out there once again takes a big hit from Ho Ho No, who's going to drag her back. Little CN Power versus Naptown battle going on. They will both be participants of the Division 1 playoffs, and Ho 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 No has Maiden America's number right now. ThünderKünt, though, also dragging back By Furious. Maiden America now, I believe, being called on a cut. No, sorry, it's By Furious.
By Furious called on our cut.
Second power jam now for the Beavers, and once again, Maiden America is on the track. Dangerous. Marambo goes in for a big hit, misses. Home Wreck and Rocky Road, last line of defense. Can't quite hold her back. Rocky Road, another Hammer City skater. Maiden America now sizing things up. ThünderKünt with a nice inside sweep, and Maiden America evading the Santa Muerte and leaving Santa on the track. Dismayed and maybe a little bit awed. And Jess with a nice little hit, and then Ho Ho No is going to get a little bit of revenge now and pulled Maiden America back as By Furious back on the track. Penalty is served. Sneaks around Sofonda Snatch at the end of the attack and gets through in her first pass.
Last one to beat is Marambo. She takes a running dive.
Marambo giving the people what they want. There's a big cheer from the suicide seats. Marambo looked like an eager clam digger in that one, going for the big hit. Nameless Horror back out there to jam, this time against Ruby Pubie. Still 4-4 in the pack. A very clean game early on. Just 2 power jams for the Beavers. Might be the difference.
Ruby Pubie just taking that inside line, and looks like everyone was a little too eager there.
Everyone's eager. It's the Clam Slam. Mentioned earlier, I just want to also during the first game, since it's an official timeout, right now at Casa Loma here in Toronto as part of World Pride, there is a massive marriage going on, 120 couples being married as we speak. It's going on right now at Casa Loma. Most from countries where same-sex marriage is not allowed.
Right.
So a huge event occurring. We'd like to say a shout-out. Maybe if there are people watching Clam Slam on their iPhones at Casa Loma in the middle of the wedding. Congratulations to everyone involved there.
Well, this game will be available on Layer 9.
Right.
So if you did attend a wedding, or maybe you were wed today, you're not actually missing a thing.
So many events going on for World Pride this year. That's actually why the Clam Slam is on a Thursday night, to not conflict with the Trans March, which is Friday night tomorrow. Some of the skaters wanted to take part in that. Oh, and Nasher the Smasher and Nameless Horror having a nice little battle in the first straightaway. Nasher wins that one, forces the call off. $75-25. 50 points is the lead. 11 minutes to go in the first half. The second game. Looks like Aims to Please out there to jam.
Mm-hmm. Yep, she's been doing a lot of work in the pack as a blocker, but she's going to be taking on Bevan Hellical from the Eager Beavers.
Looks like Aims to Please and Cancer Candy switching up. Cancer Candy's wearing the stripe there for the Clam Diggers. Sofonda Snatch, who looks really strong, also coming off of a long injury layoff over a year. Looking very good in this game. Aims to Please now shrugs off a hit from Trudy Bauchery. Jukes out MW and is your lead jammer. Nice work. Rama Aims to Please. Skates for CN Power here in Toronto. Cancer Candy with a big hit on B Van Hellico. Stays in bounds, though. Runs into Machu Bichu, who's pushing her to the outside as Aims to Please comes around to score.
B Van Hellico just leaving the pack. That was her initial pass.
Rosemary Gayby's and Sofonda Snatch with some nice defense on Aims to Please, but Aims to Please getting helped out by Machu Ichu. She calls it off, picks up all 5 points, sorry. I guess she passed Eve.
Yes, she did.
That last, before Eve got out.
Mm-hmm.
So how's it feel this year, Chrome? This is the first year. Well, no, this isn't the first year. You were injured for 1 year.
Nope. I played all 5 Clam Slams prior to this, yes.
Oh, that's right, because
I broke my
2009,
leg
it was after the
Clam
Clam
Slam.
Right.
Yeah.
So how's it feel then to be on the sidelines for the first time?
It's nice.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah. It's certainly a fun event, and I have loved being a part of it. There have definitely been some milestones throughout this bout every year that have come along. My twin nieces were born during a Clam Slam.
Huh.
Actually, the only Clam Slam that ended in a tie was pretty matched up to the twin girls being born. So
amazing.
Very exciting event for me every year.
Oh. Some big hips being laid out on the track. We said this game wasn't going to be too aggressive, but nonetheless, there are some big, clean hits being laid out.
Yeah.
Ho no on AnneXXX. AnneXXX is now rubbing her backside. That was a big fall.
Yeah.
All right, back on the track. 4-on-4 in the pack. Seeing Lock and Roll, one of the representatives from Niagara Roller Girls, one of the 16 leagues represented here at the 6th annual Clam Slam. I think that's Maiden America. You're jamming for the Eager Beavers. And La Planche once again for the Clam Diggers. Again, La Planche from Montreal. And By Furious with a nice hit on Maiden America, forcing her out. And it's Nameless Horror's going to drag her back. And La Planche, Nameless Horror's Montreal teammate, is your lead jammer. Sideshow Bob couldn't quite knock Maiden America to the inside. La Planche is coming around to score. There was 1 point exposed to the back of the pack. She's picked up a few now, gets through, has got all 4. Will she call it in time? Maiden America able to sneak in and steal 2 at the end of that jam. Nice job by the veteran Naptown block jammer to steal 2.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Clam Diggers now with my favorite number, 35. The Eager Beavers with 77. 8 minutes left in this half.
Glitterbox out there to jam for the Diggers. It's Ruby Pubie. Glitterbox plays for Durham Region. Also, though, plays for the Divas here in Toronto Roller Derby. One of the farm team skaters hoping to be drafted next season into the Toronto's House League, and makes a nice move and stays in bounds. As she kind of glided through that pack, she's your lead jammer. Ruby Pubie's got about half a track to make up.
It's like Murder Cat taking a bit of a tip from her bench. Looks like, yep, she's going to hit it and quit it.
But it might have been a little too late again.
A little too late. Ruby Pubie steals 2.
Eager Beavers stealing their way to a bigger lead here in this game. 79-36. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 no. Out there now, Santa Muerta, number 111 for the Diggers against B. Van Hellical, all the way up from Indianapolis. Nice view, 3-on-3 in the pack. It's Rosemary's Gayby's on the outside, just getting beaten now by Ho 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 No. Sofonda Snatch tries to recover at the front of the pack. Nice hits to...
Almost takes her down. Now they're toe-to-toe.
And nice work at the back of that pack from Cancer Candy. And Homewreck and Holly, the 2 Hammer City skaters, working well against B. Van Hellical. Rainbow Fight now getting involved in the blocking as well. And Ho 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 No already around to score.
And she just slides right through. Everyone working on their defense there, not really paying attention.
This might be the opportunity the Clam Diggers need to at least dig into that lead a bit. But B. Van Hellical very quickly making up track. Cancer Candy able to push Rosemary's Gayby's back to make sure that the Diggers will pick up 1 more point before this jam ends, and they do. 79-42. Official timeout being called. Whew.
Woo!
What action? We're 24 minutes in the first half. This is really the first break we've had.
Yeah, it's true.
Haven't even announced the refs yet for this crew. I'd like to just take a moment to thank our refs. Of course, here we have Deuce Willis, I believe is our head ref for this game, up from Hammer City Roller Girls. Vita Breakfast from Toronto. Any Phylactic, known as an official both on and off skates all around Ontario. Exclamation mark, who looks phenomenal. He's got My Little Pony unicorns on his butt. That's probably all I need to say about that. Samiracle, Parking Lot, and Penalty Fox, also known as Harrison Ford, also looking pretty good in the rainbow striped ref uniform. So big thanks to the refs.
It's an officially awesome ref right there, calling the timeout.
So things being sorted out. Looks like we're ready to go once again. We've got Psykosonic jamming for the Beavers. Glitterbox for the Diggers. 4-3 pack advantage for the Clam Diggers on this one. Nasher the Smasher pivoting against By Furious in the white. And it is SoFearMe now with some nice defense at the start. Nasher the Smasher trying to hit Glitterbox out. She cannot do it. Oh, and a cut being called on Psykosonic. Power jam for the Diggers. Could be an opportunity here. Glitterbox in her first year here with Toronto Roller Derby is an experienced skater from Durham. Gets knocked by SoFearMe to the inside. Unable to draw the cut, though. Nice work by the Clam Diggers pack to keep her at the front. Glitterbox now coming around on a second scoring pass. It's a dead pack. Hoff hits her to the outside. Nasher the Smasher able to drag her back and draws the cut. Nice work from the eager Beavers pivot. Nasher, of course, one of our finest blockers here, in not only in Toronto but in Canada. An important member of Team Canada, just played for them in an exhibition against Team USA last weekend.
Penalty being called on By Furious.
Psykosonic threw in her initial pass, now able to score some points. It will be a brief power jam, although Glitterbox is already back on the track. Runs into GTA's SoFearMe at the back of the pack. Nice defense. One-on-one work from the Greater Toronto Area skater. SoFearMe being sent to the penalty box. Murdercat being dragged back. Nice work from AnneXXX. Glitterbox having a hard time as the eager Beavers are amping up the score here. Nasher with a nice little toss out, forcing Glitterbox all the way back past turn number 4, all the way to turn number 3.
Wow. Both jammers happy that jam is over.
That was a long, literally a long jam. It was 2 minutes, but long also in the punishment those jammers took. 92-51, 3.5 minutes to go. Again, this is just the first half of the second game of the 6th annual Clam Slam. Thanks for tuning in to layer9.ca. Nameless Horror. Is this Nameless Horror's 6th Clam Slam?
Yes.
Could be.
I think it could be. Yes, I think it is. Marambo as well.
Marambo as well, that's right. Nasher the Smasher, we mentioned.
Yep.
Hoff would have been, but she did miss last year due to injury. So Maiden America back on the track. This is her second Clam Slam. She was pretty dominant last year. She's picking up right where she left off. Having a very strong performance here. Another 5 points put on the board. Nameless Horror being drawn into the cut from Sofonda Snatch, who is very Fonda herself after that play. Nice move, though, by the Tri-City blocker to force that cut, and a power jam now for the Beavers, who have just passed the century mark. Nice defensive position here from the Diggers. They're going to have to be careful, though. LaPlanche does break off to bridge. Matthew Beat You cannot quite push Maiden America out of bounds. It's a tall order. America back in now. ThünderKünt looks to open up the inside. Decides to let America go on her own. And one-footed, she does a nice little turn to pick up 5 more points.
Oh, Nameless Horror playing a little defense there. Doesn't really want to hit the pack quite so hard, but Maiden America fakes her out on the outside, gets her stuck behind a wall.
Nice job by the Nameless Horror, though, to very quickly switch back to offense and work her way through that pack. Nameless Horror doesn't currently skate with the new skids on the block, but she has skated for Montreal's WFTDA charter team in the past. Current member of Laurakai and also the Sexpos.
Recently back from a concussion injury
That's right.
as well. So
Yeah, she missed the Beast of the East this year and has missed most of Laurakai's regular season, but is back and actually will play for them on Saturday night in Montreal.
nice.
Rainbow Fight back on the track now against B Van Hellical. Rainbow Fight trying to work her way through the outside. Rebel Rocket and Hoff working with Fox the pivot and Bouche. But Rainbow Fight looking
Peels
strong
them
in her
off.
return.
Yeah.
B Van Hellical now takes a big hit from Home Wreck and Holly.
And
Now
it's
going
got Marambo.
Marambo one-on-one.
Marambo just always leaves it all out on the track.
She does.
It's amazing.
Marambo has 2 switches off and 150%. That's it. Lose Your Pants back on the track. Lose Your Pants skates for any number of leagues in Ontario, but has recently returned to Toronto Roller Derby.
Oh, and they're making a fast decision now.
Yes. Ho, 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 no. We'll be jamming. By Furious looking to open up the outside. She does, but it's very quickly recovered by Sofonda Snatch.
Oh, no, is now lead jammer for the Clam Diggers. Trudy Bauchery just leaving the penalty, or just leaving the pack.
This is Trudy's first jam with the Star. She also came up from Indianapolis. A couple of these Naptown skaters got a taste for the Clam Slam last year, decided to come back again. It is a very phenomenal event, and I mean, I think being wrapped up with the first ever World Pride in North America also helps draw a lot of attention to this event as well. And I think that's going to bring us into halftime. No timeouts called. Time has expired. We're just going to have a very quick 10-minute halftime here. The eager Beavers all over this game, leading 118-58. Now, we did see a big comeback in the first game.
Yes.
I guess it's possible here as well.
Absolutely. Again, like we were saying earlier, it sort of takes some time to gel. There are some skaters that we didn't really see on the track very much. Also with Clam Slam, there's a policy where everyone that wants to play can play.
Yeah.
So we don't limit the roster numbers to 14. So
That's right.
there's often a lot of extra skaters, which also means sort of reduced track time or, sort of picking and choosing from who's ready and on the bench. So it could be a totally different game. You could have, bench managers reserving skaters for the second half. So it's really hard to judge this one.
Despite the score differential, it has been a very exciting game, especially for an all-star game like this. The level of talent on the track is very, very high. So don't go too far from your video screen. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be back in a